Elon Musk has said on multiple occasions that he's most excited about Tesla's upcoming Cybertruck. He's called it the best product ever, which is a high bar given that he used to praise the Model X in the same way, citing the effort that went into building that vehicle, calling it a Fabergé egg, and saying that there would never be anything like it again. However, the Cybertruck appears to be taking this crown away, and consumers are hopping aboard, perhaps even more excited than Elon Musk, given that an estimated 2 million pre-orders have been made, the most in Tesla's history. And given that the Model 3 broke records with 325,000 pre-orders, Cybertruck's pre-orders are likely the biggest launch of any product ever. That said, ordering today means it could take years to receive one. Even if Tesla ramped to an ambitious 500,000 vehicles per year, it would still take 4 years to burn through these orders. So it's certainly going to be a hot commodity. Even car specialist Sandy Munro is offering to buy your Cybertruck in order to be one of the first to get his hands on one of these vehicles. Now, Business Insider, which has always criticized Tesla, thinks otherwise. They're worried that consumers don't know exactly what they're buying, as almost no specs have been released on the futuristic-looking truck, and a lack of details could hurt Cybertruck in the competitive pickup truck market. They also cite how Cybertruck is years late, and Elon Musk said he would hand over Cybertrucks in September, which hasn't happened yet while the clock is ticking. Now, the launch of the Cybertruck is important for consumers who ordered one and to investors, for which Business Insider is neither. The Cybertruck was originally slated for release in 2021. However, logically, there was no factory available at the time for Tesla to actually build this truck at. Fremont was bursting at the seams, and Cybertruck needed to be built in the United States, which houses the world's largest pickup truck market. Tesla needed to bring up the brand new Giga Texas from a muddy field to what it is today, and first ramp up Model Y production in order to essentially prove out and fund the factory, as it was a vehicle that Tesla already knew how to make and still had enormous demand to fulfill. There's no sense in starting a new, complicated project before satisfying the current products that are selling very well. The Cybertruck also relies on Tesla's 4680 battery cells, another complex project that Tesla developed from the ground up, and these cells also need to ramp up and are now mainly manufactured at Giga Texas. And so although it's taken longer than expected, and Elon Musk is well known for being overly optimistic on his timelines, he's also known for making the impossible late. Right now may be the worst time to be making fun of Cybertruck's tardiness, as we're well aware that dozens of Cybertrucks have been built and are undergoing testing and validation, as Elon Musk selects the release candidate version to be mass-produced. The Cybertruck has been recently spotted in New Zealand doing winter testing, and also recently seen towing a trailer in order to gauge how it influences the vehicle's battery life. Tesla has designed a new battery called the Cybercell, which uses the same novel 4680 cells that have been going into the Austin-made Model Ys, but will have 10% higher energy density for the Cybertruck. And so perhaps the idea that Business Insider brings up, that consumers don't know what they're getting, may have had more merit if the year was 2018, before online ordering of vehicles truly went mainstream thanks to Tesla's explosion in Model 3 and subsequently Model Y sales. Elon Musk has already unveiled the Cybertruck specs in the past, and while they may change slightly as Cybertruck has gotten marginally smaller in order to fit snugly inside a standard garage, Tesla's track record of delivering great products has earned the trust of buyers. While Business Insider thinks delays will hurt the futuristic vehicle in a highly competitive pickup truck market, just wait until they see how many delays are due to people scrambling to get one. From an investor viewpoint, there's still 4 months left of the year, and Tesla could easily hold an event to deliver the first 30 Cybertrucks, a number they typically choose to hand over. We know that they can produce them, given how many we've seen sightings of on the roads, and 2024 will be the first year of the real ramp up, which will also be very bumpy. So in a sense, the exact date when Elon Musk hands over the first few vehicles won't matter at all when we step back and look at the upcoming 5-year time horizon, since this unique offering with technology that would take years for any competitors to copy, even if they attempted to, which they won't because it's too drastic of a change for them, the upcoming 5 years will be dominated by the Cybertruck, just as Model 3's and Model Y's unique approach have overturned the traditional vehicle market. Now the criticisms don't end there. Designer turned author Adrian Clark, who once worked for a European OEM, trashed Tesla's Cybertruck, stating that the only way to fix it is to scrap it and to start over. Which, if we're being honest, Elon Musk has probably already done that at least a number of times. But to paraphrase, Clark is adamant that the Cybertruck will not pass crash regulations, it's not going to pass pedestrian impact regulations, and more importantly, it's going to be extremely hard to make straight panels. Now, this last issue is already well understood by Elon Musk, as he's called multiple times in the past for his teams to make the vehicle have Lego block-like precision. Now, the majority of consumers don't actually care too much about panel gaps, as former General Motors Vice Chairman Bob Lutz warned people about Tesla's Model 3, which on the contrary never ended up hindering sales at all. However, with new stainless steel material being used, it may be more of a challenge for Tesla to make straight lines, although the company has triumphed over more difficult problems in the past. Now, the pedestrian impact regulations that Clark brings up appear to not exist in the US for this type of vehicle, so it's not a problem. However, they may exist in Europe and other parts of the world, where the vehicle is supposed to absorb the impact if it hits a pedestrian, something that undentable cold-rolled 300X stainless steel can't really do. Now, first off, the US pickup truck market is massive and is Tesla's primary target, so European sales are off the table for many years to come. Now, some of the pre-orders may have come from countries from all over the world. Interestingly, Tesla also develops their own autonomous driving AI, whose purpose is to avoid accidents in the first place. This software is getting exponentially better year after year, and could be much more effective in reducing pedestrian injuries than making a 7,000-pound block of metal more cushiony. No pedestrian wants to be hit by, say, a Ford F-150 that's complying with these regulations. And so while changing European regulations is near impossible, this isn't something Tesla needs to worry about right now, and there are other avenues Tesla can take if they truly need to. Now, speaking of the Ford F-150, whoever's idea it was to wrap a Tesla Cybertruck in F-150 wrap should get a raise. The Cybertruck is a rolling marketing campaign, and all of the doubters who don't think it's a real pickup truck are being shown that it's going to be competing directly with the F-150. This is the #1 selling truck in the world, and Tesla is unmistakably looking to replace them as top dog. And they also may take out the second and third place players, GM and Stellantis, along the way, keeping in mind that this is the most lucrative business in these companies' portfolios. So losing the pickup truck market could significantly affect the cash cow funding to other parts of their businesses. While no one has been taking the Cybertruck seriously, trying to discredit it at every opportunity, it will be exciting to see what happens when the Cybertruck does eventually ramp up to meaningful levels. According to ARK Invest CEO and founder Cathie Wood, she recently told Benzinga that the Cybertruck is going to expand the truck market just as the Model 3 did for its category. Basically, more average consumers who typically don't buy pickup trucks will be ordering the Cybertruck. And so it will be fascinating to see where the buyers come from. And also Tesla will be collecting the data on this through certain cues such as trade-ins. The Cybertruck could indeed draw in more consumers from different segments, and that could allow Tesla to give the go-ahead to expand production much further than people think, without worrying about a shortage of demand. That's quite powerful. If you look at other car companies, they're scared to invest in EVs and to expand production because they're worried about a lack of demand, and also how it will affect their legacy businesses. On the other hand, the more Cybertrucks that are produced, Tesla will be able to leverage their economies of scale, and it will be even harder to compete with a lower-priced Cybertruck. Moreover, Electric reports that we finally have a clear shot of the Cybertruck's frunk, something that for a long time people thought that due to the Cybertruck's angled design that it wouldn't even have a frunk. But it does, and it seems quite massive. It's likely going to go down as the largest frunk that Tesla has ever made. It may not look like it from the picture, but the Cybertruck is quite wide, about 6.5 feet according to its original specs, and about 30% wider than the Model X. The Cybertruck's frunk seems to take up almost the entire width of the vehicle, and one nice thing about it is that it doesn't look like you need to lean forward to reach into it. There's no lip like the other vehicles such as the Rivian has, and that said, it's not as deep as the Hummer EV's frunk, but it is wider. While Cybertruck's frunk may not be the largest in the industry, the Ford F-150 Lightning seems to have a larger one, the Cybertruck's frunk seems to be designed, either on purpose or just because of how the Cybertruck is shaped, for greater accessibility and ease of use by the consumer. While the frunk isn't usually a primary selling feature, the Cybertruck stands out for its functionality. It allows easy sliding of items without the need to bend over at any part of the frunk, which is particularly noteworthy considering the vehicle's smaller front end compared to its competitors, largely due to its angled dashboard. The Cybertruck continues to set new benchmarks, not just in terms of design, but also practicality. It's always healthy to have a fair share of criticism, and Elon Musk uses it to his advantage in order to refine the vehicle over time, especially right now before it's even hit the market. The Cybertruck's frunk, boasting a wide, accessible, and clutter-free design, exemplifies Tesla's dedication to innovation, engineering, and user-friendly features. As we eagerly anticipate its official launch, the Cybertruck promises an unparalleled driving experience that seamlessly blends cutting-edge technology with remarkable convenience. Elon Musk is diligently focusing on perfecting production before unveiling what he's called the best product ever. So do you think the mainstream media will change its tune once Cybertruck is successful? And given the vehicle's extreme popularity, how do you think traditional automakers will approach electric pickups in this newfound competition? Don't forget to watch my last video on Tesla's new Model 3 refresh, and be sure to explore our brand new collection of t-shirts and merch in the description below. We've got options on Teespring, Amazon, and Redbubble, so you can choose the design and availability that suits you best. Please hit the like button and subscribe, we would really appreciate that. And a huge shout out to all of our patrons that helped us support our channel. Your support helps us to continue to make great content. Thank you guys so much for watching.